And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. Let's take you out to the CIF Southern Section Division IV Finals for swimming. Pacific star Connor McAleer, who won 2 CIF titles a year ago, came in second place in the 100-meter butterfly. Ironically, though, his time this season was 2 seconds better than last year, but finished runner-up, but still good enough to punch his ticket to the CIF state meet this week up in Clovis. Connor McAleer also part of a relay team in the 200 medley that took 4th place with Ozzie Dolan, Antonio Vieira, and Daniel Escalante. Here's Connor McAleer talking about finishing second in the butterfly for Division IV in CIF and punching his ticket to state. Now he can focus on one singular event. Here's Connor McAleer.
I was super happy with the time. Way better than Tuesdays, way more than I expected to drop, but I'm just really glad I did it. No, don't care about the win at that point. Just glad I made it this year.
So the time that you posted this season, was it better than the time that you had last year that won CIF?
Oh yeah, it was better by at least 2 seconds.
Oh wow, okay. And then last year you won CIF, but you didn't qualify for state, right?
I know, it's ironic. I lost this year and made it to state, so.
So now that you're at state, what do you think it's going to take to maybe place or get to that championship final?
Well, now I don't have anything else to swim during that day, so I can just gun everything I have and put all my effort into it. And just tell myself, you're not tired yet. You got one more race.
Congratulations to Connor. And remember, he's only a junior. Let's take you back out to the D4 finals. And we also had a couple Arroyo Valley swimmers, including, you saw him on Sports Weekly last week, Donovan Acosta finishing 5th in the 100 breaststroke. He was also 8th in the butterfly, that same event with Connor McAleer. He was also part of a medley relay, the 200. He took 7th along with, his brothers, Cannon and Dallas, along with Alejandro Mondragon. And Cannon and Dallas, they're younger than Donovan, so a couple more Acostas coming up through the ranks at Arroyo Valley. Congratulations to them and head coach Peter Gonzalez. Really appreciate him making time for us here on Sports Weekly. Thank you, Coach, for that. Last week we had a chance to talk to Donovan Acosta. All right, so now we want to talk a little track and field as well, and we're going to take you out to San Bernardino High School. We caught up with Mike King Cash, your Mountain Valley League champion in the shot put and discus, although, as you're about to hear, he's going to say the shot put is his stronger of the two events. Well, at the Division III CIF Southern Section prelims, Mike King Cash qualified in the shot put and the discus. In fact, in the shot put, he had the 3rd best throw to punch his ticket to the finals next week. Here's our interview with Mike King Cash as he tries to make his way to the CIF state meet. We're out here at Cardinal City with track and field and football star Mike King Cash. And Mike King, you're going the CIF prelims and then hopefully the finals after that. Shot put and discus, Mountain Valley League champ. We got some video of you winning the shot put. I think it was on your last throw as well. Talk about winning the league title. What did it mean to you in those events?
It meant everything. Like it felt good. You know, I've been going through a lot of stuff this year, so like winning that for my peoples was good, and then going back to back too is even better.
You know, I was looking at your stats. It looks like as the season's gone along, your throws kept getting better and better and better. Are you hoping they're continuing to get better for prelims and then maybe hopefully the CIF state meet as well?
Yeah, I most definitely do. I'm trying to get to like this upcoming meet. I want to hit 55. I want to hit 55, and like if I get a 150 disc, then I'll have a good spot for the next round. So yeah, I do hope we get better.
All right, so if I asked you which event is like your signature event, like the one you feel like you're stronger in, is it the disc or is it the shot put?
The shot put for sure. It's the shot put for sure. It's like no question about it. It's the shot put. I like disc, but it's, you know, I like shot put more because I started on shot put, and disc never really I never felt as good as I do on shot put what I do on disc.
All right, so before the season began, Mike King, what was the goal for you this year? Was it to get to the state meet? Was it to get to the state meet in multiple events? What was the expectation this year?
The expectation for me, because last year I came up really short. Like I got nervous in the second round of throwing, and I threw like 48, 49. So the goal for me this year is to make it to state, just to make it to state for sure. make it a state.
Definitely in the shot put, right?
Definitely in the shot put, definitely.
How did you get started throwing? Were you like a football guy first, and Coach Pressler was like, "Dude, you got to throw for us"? So how did it all come together?
That's exactly how it happened, because he was telling me to come, but I didn't want to come throw. I wanted to just play football. So I was in the weight room, and my dad, like right before I left the house, he's like, "You should do shot put and discus." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." But I was in the weight room with football, and then Coach Mario came in. He's like, "Come out and throw," and I had to come out and throw because he caught me in the weight room. I couldn't just leave, so I came out here and started throwing.
And look at that, league champion, one of the best in CIF. How many league titles have you won now?
Three or two.
3 years in a row for the shot?
3 or 2.
So do you feel like, as good as you've been this season, and again, the number continues to get bigger and bigger as the season went along. I think you're at, 53 and something right now in the shot put?
53.5. 53.5.
What do you think you still have in you? What kind of throw do you think you're going to unleash at CIF?
If I'm nervous, 55. If I'm nervous. If I'm not nervous, then 54.
So you can still go bigger?
Yeah, for sure, go bigger.
Mike King is your Mountain Valley League champion in the shot put and the discus. Head coach at San Bernardino, Mario Pressler, says he is a natural in the ring, and he's hoping he can get to the state finals and at least the shot put, which is the stronger of his two events.
As soon as I saw him, I'm like, he's got to throw the shot and discus. I mean, I'm always looking for throwers. And so I kept bugging him during that time, but he didn't want to come out. And finally, I caught him in the weight room one day and said, "Let's go." And so he followed me out, and I got him hooked after that. He catches on. He's easy to coach. He understands, and then he kind of sees it and watches other guys and goes, "Okay, yeah, that's okay. I got it." And then at this point right now, it's pretty much like, hey, you just got to tweak this and do this a little bit more, and you'll get it. And that's what, at league finals, he was kind of throwing badly, and I had to finally get on him and say, "No, come on, focus, do it." And he went out with 53.5, so that was good. Biggest thing, he's got to show more anger. He's got to be angry when you throw the shot. You got to just be aggressive. And sometimes he's just like, "Oh, I got you, coach," and I'm like, I just want to see a little more out of him sometimes. But hopefully this couple weeks he'll get that part out.
Best of luck to Mike King at the D3 Finals. We're also keeping an eye on a couple San Gorgonio stars, Javen Sawyer, Dylan Carolina, amongst others. Hurdles, triple jump, 100 meters, all kinds of good stuff. So we'll bring you an update next week on Sports Weekly. When we come back on this episode, we're going to check in with SBVC track and field star Jacob Mendiola, excelling not only in the 800 meters, but also the 3,000 meter steeplechase. That's next here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.